New Zealand is home to waves that bubble and foam, beautiful beaches and coastline, where we make the best type of wines. We are home to the Maoris and lots of big tall kauris. We have mountains capped with snow and many rivers that flow through the valleys and trees, past birds and buzzing bees. It runs through fields with sheep, where all their lambs prance and leap, the place where the waves bubble and foam. New Zealand, it's my home. Sparkling blue water, lush green bush covers the land, tall snowy mountains. I hope that I shall live to see Australians and New Zealanders sharing chewy, gooey pineapple lumps, the wondrous mass so delicious to eat. Pineapple lumps, so much candy to enjoy while listening to the forest speak with secret sound about the bird that died out before the white man came. In grief it waited for distinction. All it appears are a pile of wings it left behind, and all that was heard was his echo, echoing amidst cool and languid air. But then the wind stops, then the wind's gone. As the sun approaches the morning, I draw the curtains and see. It's only an old rag, lying at the crystal moon on the red branch, its magic in the stone beside it. The forest spoke with secret sound, a whispered hush, both still and clear, communion and peace all round. Although that those more unfamiliar fear, I stood amidst cool and languid air, and heard sweet voices far and near, low, asking me to join in prayer. The trunks of totara towered forth, with hinau, mangau, and nikau pines. I turned each way, then faced the north, surrounded by a mass of vines. A morpok joined us in our prayer, with stronger voice but fewer lines. We spoke for all the creatures there. I quite forgot about time and space, no urgency came to my mind. A peaceful member of my race, I prayed for others of my kind, too busy most of them to see, with profiting on their mind, to be at one with forest tree. The first is listing is a figurative language technique used to make pictures in the reader's mind. This helps the reader to picture the thing or setting in the poem. 2. Rhyming is a sound technique used to place emphasis on the sound at the end of every sentence. Helps the reader to understand the poem because they know what is coming next, because the last line always rhymes with another line. 3. Imagery is another figurative language technique used to make the reader be able to paint a picture in their mind. This helps the reader to understand the poem more because they can tell where it's set and what's happening. 4. Alliteration is another sound technique used to place emphasis on the sound at the beginning of words. This helps the reader to understand because it makes a rhythm that helps the poem to flow, which helps the reader to picture things in their mind. I liked it when the writer made the poem rhyme because it made it flow better and also made it more interesting to read. The first and second lines made me think of how when you're in a forest, the sounds around you do make it seem like the bush is actually talking to you. It was interesting when the writer was talking about the forest and the trees talking to him. I learned that lots of people don't bother to take the time to just go and be at one with nature, but when you do, it's very peaceful and calming. It made me think about how we should really take the time to take care of our environment because of how beautiful it is.